Coming up in today's show, we'll be covering the Black History Month Assembly and the story of our very own Miss Carball, who's the finalist for First Year Teacher of the Year. Let's start the fire. Get ready for this week's episode of LETV. Good morning, LE. I'm Chloe Coleman. Today is February 27th, and we welcome you back to this week's episode of LETV. Attention, seniors. The tassel was very much worth the hassle. There will be a mandatory meeting on March 13th at 10:30 a.m. in the auditorium to receive your cap and gowns. Quick reminder for juniors, wind testing will be on March 26th. There are practice tests you can take online to sharpen those minds. Act now, not later. Are you in need of personal necessities? The Caring Closet is open for all students and staff for discreet care and daily needs. You can visit either of these caring closets in the Annex Room 208 or in the main building, Room 210. Attention Beta Club members, spring meetings are coming up. The next meeting will be on March 3rd. Also, underclassmen volunteer hours are due May 15th. Welcoming a new ray of light to LE, theater teacher Lennon Carball was nominated for the First Year Teacher of the Year Award for the Kershaw County School District. Let's cut to LETV reporter Gage Tankersley for this exhilarating segment.
As an extraordinary start to her career as a teacher, Ms. Lyndon Carball qualified for the First Year Teacher of the Year Award, which highlighted her unique way of teaching and her outgoing personality. As someone who grew up trying to find the thing they did best, Ms. Carball discovered her love and passion for theater.
So I was pretty shy growing up, and my mom wanted me to socialize and make friends and get involved in something I'd be passionate about. So I tried every sport activity under the sun and then didn't really like any of it. So one day when I was in elementary school, she signed me up for a summer camp at a local community theater, and I've been doing theater ever since.
After years of working in the theater atmosphere, Ms. Carball set foot on her first year of becoming a theater teacher. She enjoys watching her students discover the world of theater and see their love for the intricate form of art.
She's have positive impacts on me because she believes in all of her students and she pushes them to strive for better.
She's really sweet and very patient. I never feel like I'm stressed to need to meet a standard. She's always really patient with everybody.
My first year of teaching has been wonderful so far. I have the best students, I really do. And it's just been a joy to watch them all get to know theater and experience theater, most of them for the first time, whether it's in my classes or in the play or the musical that we're doing. It's been a really fabulous first year.
After much hard work, and this only being her first year of teaching, Ms. Carball had the honor of becoming a finalist for the First Year Teacher of the Year Award.
I'm shocked, honestly. I'm proud and I'm excited and honored to be nominated. And I've worked really hard for my job, and I love my job, and I'm blessed that I get to do it every day.
There's more to a theater class than most people think. There are lots of improvements to be made when it comes to big productions, behind-the-scenes work, understanding the technical aspects, and activity engagement.
I hope to improve activities that work best for that class and getting to know my specific class's needs and what they enjoy, and I try to do that early on, but I think once I get past my first year, I'll have even more of an idea. As well as getting students engaged in different activities and enjoying helping with the musical, especially my Theater 1 students that may have no idea what happens behind the scenes for tech or what performing on stage in our auditorium is like. So I really hope to improve showing them that.
Though every day introduces a new problem, Ms. Carball always finds a way to pull through, being able to overcome the challenges that get thrown at her during her first year of teaching.
My greatest success, it sounds super cheesy, but getting through every day, because every day has been a joy and it brings new new events and new problems and new successes every day. So that sounds really cheesy, but it's true.
Reporting for LETV, I'm Gage Tankersley.
Thank you, Gage, for that highlighting segment. On February 20th, our school held its annual Black History Month Assembly. This assembly creates a lasting impact on our community and throughout the area. Let's get to LETV reporter Illyria Wiedemann for this important story.
Since 1976, the month of February has been dedicated to representing Black history. Our school has an annual assembly devoted to shedding light on the importance of representation and the acceptance of Black culture. The youth plays a major role in the assembly by combining 3 local schools, North Central, Camden, and Lugoff. This collaboration came together to share Black culture and cultivate equality throughout the school.
It's wonderful. And then to see it just get celebrated among young people, I think that's the best thing, because the older generation always celebrate it because they lived through it. But to see teenagers just celebrate it is wonderful.
Through music, speech, dance, and community, the gym was undoubtedly in awe. Every year, this assembly adds to the acceptance of Black culture, specifically the recognition of the contributions of the African American community on American history.
So we can all show the importance of coming together to celebrate the efforts of what Black history has done long before we were called African Americans, long before we was recognized as being a part of the entity of America.
Ms. T. Green has been the main producer of this assembly for the past 3 years. She reflected on the amount of gumption it took for the Black community to rise above discrimination.
That's why Black history is so important, because in a need, people rise. And that's the whole thing about Black history, and I think that's what people forget. People rise. It could have been orange people. If we discriminated against, if it's a discrimination against orange people 100 years ago, in a need, orange people would arise. If we didn't give orange people water, orange people would have figured out how to get water 100 years ago.
Stereotyping and different forms of expression has pushed many to attempt to break those stigmas. Bea Hardy, a member of the LE Step team, has become dedicated to pushing the boundaries of dance and being a part of the African American expression through step.
I would say that it shows a sense of uniqueness, because I feel like there's a stereotype when it comes to dance, and it really shows how African Americans or colored people can do that too. It isn't just for one specific race or color. Like, anybody can do it, and you can make it your own type of style.
This assembly gives opportunity for everyone to be a part of expression and African American culture. Those who don't share the same culture are still able to participate and encouraged to appreciate it just the same. Through the many performances, preconceived notions are shattered.
The steppers leading it and, doing what they call, their type of culture. And then, boom, you got me on a different kind of, culture thing for not only Blacks but whites as well. So I think that was, one of my favorite parts.
The passion that each performer has is extremely apparent throughout the assembly. Their desire to show the expression of their culture and their love for it spread through the entire crowd. African American culture is notorious for challenging the limits of expression. Being true to yourself is a theme in every moment during this assembly.
To just be yourself and don't let nobody take you from being yourself, and don't just, celebrate yourself in the moment, in the month. It's not just about February, it's March, April, May, June, July.
All in all, this assembly provides so much recognition for African American culture. Reporting for LETV, I'm Illyria Wiedemann.
Thank you, Illyria, for that segment. That's all for this week. Be sure to tune in to our next episode on March 6th. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram at LETV Demons. And remember, go Demons!